I feel like my mind was like erased. Sad songs, they say. Why don't I glue it together? I don't know. Make a list. Love it. Everybody's like, grr. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, spooky friends, welcome back to part 2, or welcome back to Kelly Does Stuff for part 2 of setting up my bayou, haunted hills, and also today we're gonna focus a little bit on this little small ghost town. Could you hear that section that I have? It's really teeny tiny and I've never really featured it before, but I love it and I want to show it to you. So my goal, I'm hoping that I will get all of this area set up, like the back end of kind of the haunted hills section, which I think is around 14 pieces, which would be double what we have over there. That would be super exciting. This is one of the first pieces that I ever got, Dead Man's Mine, and these little guys go round and round and round on this like train track, and it still moves, but it's very, very loud motor. And I think going as long as it did, I'm pretty proud of that. But what I do is just wind like a whole bunch of lights around it. The other piece that goes back up there is this fantastic piece, Skull Cave Quarry. And this is another one of those where you put water and it fogs. And I've tested it, but I've never done it when I've set it up there, because I was like, well, I can't refill the water. But I was like, well, you know what? If I do it for as long as it lasts, it can fog for like a little while. So this opens. There are instructions inside that will walk you through how to do this, so don't get rid of that if you're not familiar. But it does have one of the little thingies in there, and let's see if it's still got some vavoom to it. I don't know. All right, I think you do have to fill it up to a certain amount. So this is plugged in, so it lit up. If you want the fog effect, there's this little switch right over here that you turn on. So let's see if it's gonna work. Let's replace it. Wicks. These things are called wicks. Take this out, off. Ooh, it's magnetic. Take it off. I think you just, this seems totally fine. I think that it's something about it's just not working. We're gonna replace it. We're gonna go like this. Maybe we need more water. We're gonna plug it back in. I'm gonna flip it on. Okay, and then bloop, here we go. Oh yeah, I can hear it's doing like, oh, right away, immediately. You see it? There it is. Look at that, it's so fun. We have fog. So I guess that other wick was donezo. So somehow I have to get this up there without spilling water everywhere. That should be so fun. For the mine, I'm gonna go with these lights. It's a 6-hour timer. You've got different options and it comes with a remote. How sad, sad songs they say. Turn 'em on. Oh, I am grieving this piece. I'm so excited to talk about the ghost town section of my display because I don't really think I've given it much love on any of my videos before. It's super small. I don't have a lot of room for it, so it's like crammed all together. Not a lot like going on with platforms. There were other things I wanted to add and I just don't have the space, but I wanted to feature this. This is one of those examples where you're like, how do you design a display? Well, sometimes it's involved how many buildings can I cram into this really small space because I want to feature them. This will definitely be an area for expansion in future years. This one is Blood Creek Jailhouse. This is like their ghost town line, I guess. And then this one is Hackman's Blacksmith Shop, also Ghost Town. And then this one is the Last Chance Hotel. They call it Ghost Town as well. But I also include with it this Bighorn Saloon, which they don't say Ghost Town. All right, I'll show you the platform first. Ghost Town lives on top of the mine. So when I designed this piece, I can't remember if I knew that the ghost town was gonna go on top of it, but I knew that I wanted the top part of this to be a platform for something. And then when I did decide on the ghost town, I use sawdust as my ground cover. I have a friend who had a wood shop and I was like, can I have some of your sawdust? And he's like, yeah, I've got so many different types. What would you like? And I was like, I don't know. So he gave me like 3 different grains. Here's the blacksmith, and then we've got our saloon, then we've got our jail, and then we've got our brothel. So these 3 little musician guys, I like to put up on this like rocky mountain range, and then since this is going to be dark when it is dark, there's nothing lit here, I get these fairy lights. I was kind of looking for blue, but we've got so much blue here, so green's probably going to be better. I like them because the battery pack is really tiny. You can tuck it in, you don't have to worry about finding something or hiding something this big, but of course it doesn't have a timer or a remote, so that's a little bit of a pain. So I'm just gonna wind this down here and then place our little musicians. Missing a few things. I'm missing some wooden crates that I made, a wagon wheel. I don't know where they are. Okay, I think I'm gonna move on to getting like the structure-y platform set up here. Stuff is missing from here, but I'm hoping that we'll discover it as we kind of move on. Wait a minute. No, this goes to the side. Well, because it leads up to this part, and then the Wasteland Pub is there. All right, wait, no, that's Bayou. I did move some stuff onto the ground. Does this go on here? No. This is the worst memory I've ever had. It was really bad. Like, I feel like my mind was like erased. What's the movie? Men in Black. Shh, shh, shh. This goes here. And then this, what is this? Does this just, it is supposed to be a little bit higher, right? Ow! Woo! Oh, I'm gonna cut myself again. So I think, hold on, that this, so this does go like back here. I think it goes back and then up, right? Oh, that's what this is. This fits like this. Yep. It also does not make sense. Oh, yes it does. I think that's what this is. It's all coming back, it's all coming back to me now. I think this goes on right, maybe like this, and it goes like this. No, definitely not. Absolutely not. Oh, but maybe, because this would go, but I know that that line means something. And this, I don't know what this is. Okay, no, it's not coming back to me. All right, I gotta look it up. I don't know. What are we doing? Every night to endless pleasure. Okay, whoa. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making things. Good. I'm making things, but not setting things up. This could be good. Oh, this might be it. Okay. Oh. That's all right. We need to flip it. You gotta go on the bottom. And then you are going like that. How many though? 1, 2, 3. Yes. And then for some reason we made that stand off the side, and then we had to build all this stuff everywhere. I am making myself nutty. Ooh, what is the filming, Kel? What are we doing? Cool, love it, love it. So then I'm gonna go get the other pieces that I think I put under here. Remember. And then this weirdo thing, it's like, and then I did this, right? But why don't I glue them together? Because I don't think that's how that goes. Oh, it goes like this. Why don't I glue it together? You know, when I built this, it made so much sense. And I spent so long building this that I was like, I would never ever forget it. Okay, sure you were on the edge of your seat. I found more foam. Ah! Bayou bumps against mine. So these go back here. Back, wall, middle. Okay, that's all right. We use something else, so that's fine. We can say what this was. This, we don't know. I wonder if it goes under here. So the thing we have to do, right, is fill this in here because I don't know, I'm sure my measurements were off when I made it. Are you guys surprised? So surprised. So I have this monstrosity that is built up where? Right here? I think. But probably not like right there. So what's this one? This is probably crucial. Oh, look at this weird thing I did. I don't think that's right. Is this supposed to be glued together? Because that doesn't make any sense. Maybe. Did I have it like that? But what was this then? It was just like that. That was a choice I made to do that. Maybe. And I just put foam there. Why is that so far back? I feel like these stairs should be like here. Don't you think I should have turned this, you guys? Day 2, part 2, day 2. My phone died yesterday during all of this madness, which was actually a good thing because nobody should be subjected to that. So we're gonna finish these pieces here. I'll come in and show you what these pieces are, but this is this Yeti brew house thing. And you know what I love so much about these is you can look at these and look at them and then you notice stuff that you haven't noticed before. Like, it's pretty obvious, but this is a mermaid right here, having a brewski. And I never noticed that she was a mermaid before, so excited for her. All right, Bigfoot brew house. There's that mermaid. Look at her. We got the Yeti spaghetti. I love the little street lamp here. Look at this little critter up here having a drink. And here is a vulture on the side. All right, and then we'll come down to the zombie eatery. Drive-through service. We got vultures, we got brains. We got our little side window. Walk through. And then here is our little Department 56 server. And then here is our scary skeleton stories. Oh, did I show you? So this is, I think this is Deepwood Haunts by Department 56. We gotta fluff out these trees a little bit. Here we have Lilith, creepy dolls. And then we have a light that will go back here. I gotta get batteries for to light up the creepy doll in the back. Wasteland Pub, you guys have seen this piece. I've done a video. This was included in one of my favorite pieces. These are fences. I have a tutorial on this, super easy. Rusty fences made of cardboard, and I just print off some signs. Toilet paper roll up there for my sewage pipe. All right, here are the buildings. We got up 13 of them. And now we can fill in with the rest of our accessories. I'm so hoping I'm gonna find my other ghost town stuff. And my little crates and some of these other little cacti things that I'll show you. Some of these cacti that I've been putting there, they're not like the most realistic, obviously, but it adds a little bit to a display that's sort of quick and simple and crammed together. Wagon wheel of clay, crates I made, XPS foam. It's me from the future. Weird as ever. I'm gonna call an audible and say part 2 video is done. I was originally going to include my cemetery setup in the video, but I think it's gonna get a little bit long, and I think it's better to kind of just focus on that little ghost town that we had in the Haunted Hill section. You can probably see that a lot has happened. I'm like way far into the future. So cemetery, spooky town, finishing bayou, those will be future videos. But let's just wrap it up for today. I'm gonna come in close, show you the work that we did, but I do have a request. Actually, I have a couple of requests. First request, if you have any pieces that you include in a ghost town western section, would you let me know the brand, the name of the piece, even some accessories, because I will be expanding that section one day. I don't know when, but it'd be fabulous to have a list of other pieces because you know we're gonna wanna add to those. The other thing is, could you give this video a like? I would appreciate it so very much. I'm trying to grow the channel, trying to reach more spooky friends, creative friends, villaging friends, and that really helps me out a lot. And if you could, would you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already? And the world's biggest thank you to all of you who have subscribed. It means so very much to me. I hope your spooky season is going spooktacular. I hope your setup is going smooth and fun. I hope it makes sense. Or if it doesn't make sense, you're at least enjoying the chaos. If you need more chaos, come back soon because part 3 will be coming sometime soon. But until then, I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, happy creating. I think we're good. Bye!